everyone, it's Sami from Sami Sweet Life, and I did an A5 planner comparison a little while back, and I thought I would do a couple of other size comparison ones, and this one was a tricky one. This is B6 size, and I don't have a whole lot of B6 planners, and a lot of companies don't make B6 planners. If they do these Tomoe River Paper planners, they'll have an A5 planner or a traveler's notebook or week size planner, but typically a lot of them do not make B6 size things, and I have a few that do make B6 size that I wanted to talk about today and compare a little bit. Now, full disclosure, I do not have every Tomoe River Paper planner out there. There are quite a few new ones popping up. I plan on reviewing certain ones at some point, but some of them just plain old don't appeal to me, and I won't review those in general, but I do want to talk about the three that I have. I have used the sterling inks. These are some ones from 2023, and I did end up using one for half a year. And then I have two that I'm using actually for this year. So this comparison video is gonna have, pages that are already written in, and that's fine. I just didn't get this filmed over December before I moved into these planners, but I really like this size. My ideal size is an A5 size if it's going to be my full book for a bunch of stuff, but this B6 size is perfect for some sort of little categorization. So I used it last year as a sticker sneeze planner and really enjoyed it. I used a half year, so I've got 1.5 year left, and they also used it for Japanese practice as a full year. So I do have the ones from last year. The covers are quite a bit different this year. They're PU leather, so they're more like leathery looking. They're flimsy and floppy. And these ones were the paper ones that people had problems with. I didn't mind. Like, part of these planners to me is letting them quote unquote patina, like get worn out, because that means you used them and loved them. And I like that aspect of like books getting worn in. I think that's just a beautiful aspect, but some people want it to be pristine. You can get plastic covers and cover these up no matter what kind of cover they are on the outside. These ones are that PU leather now. So this is an older version of the planner cover, but these other two have very similar style covers too. This one's more of like a cardstocky cover. This is from Estelle. This is their classic daily. They do have other options, and they also have undated planners as well. So they do have a few different B6 options. We're going to just walk through classic daily today. And then the last one I have in the comparison list is the Papertess. And I was super excited actually to get a Papertess. She released planners last year for the first time for 2023. And she has a few various different planners now. I ended up with 2 different sizes of hers, and the B6 is one of the sizes, and I was most excited about this size. This is a PU leather type of cover, so it is that like flimsy and feels kind of soft leathery on the outside, which is really fun. They're all a little bit different, but they all have the basic principle of being a Tomoe River Paper planner, which is this like crinkly Bible paper. I did a whole video talking about this paper. I've done multiple pen tests, but basically it's a fountain pen friendly paper. It does ghost significantly. You can see through it because it is that really crinkly, like you can even see my fingers through that. It's super thin and crinkly and crisp, but a lot of things don't bleed all the way through. It will soak in some, and you will get ghosting because it is that kind of paper, but it's just so forgiving as far as like inks and that kind of thing. So people love this kind of paper for fountain pens. I'm starting to get into fountain pens specifically because I love this paper, and it's been really a fun process. But these are all that same paper, and because it is so thin, you can chalk a whole lot into one book. This is a whole year, an entire year of monthlies, weeklies, and daily pages. So like that's not bad. As far as thickness, I'll do a couple of comparisons. So if you're talking a full year of daily pages, you're talking 2 of these. And this is thinner than that, half year, because this is like regular old paper. Yeah, so we're talking, you're cutting significant thickness, bulk off the planner, just having that Tomoe River paper. So it's just a great thing. I love these kind of books because you can be really kind of rough with their spines. They bend all the way back. They fully lay flat. They're just really fun books, and I totally went down the rabbit hole. So obviously, if you're watching this video, you probably already know about the Tomoe River paper. So I just wanted to put a little blurb in here just in case you're like, what the heck is this? Just in case you're like new to this kind of system and you're just looking for a B6 planner and you're coming across this video and you might not know about Tomoe River Paper, but that's where all of these are. They're that Tomoe River crinkly type of paper, and it's really, really fun. But there are 3 different ones that I've got here. These 2 come in full yearbooks. They don't split them up, but Sterling Ink also offers the half year. So this is just 6 months out of the year, still has all the daily pages, and then this is the full year here, which is the same thickness as these other books here. And then they also offer a compact. If you don't need a page a day, they'll offer a compact size, which looks like this. It's the full year of weeklies and monthlies, but it's only 121 of the daily pages. So you don't get a page every single day. For comparison's sakes and layout sake, we are going to compare the full year in all 3 brands here. And we're going to just look at them. The main difference in these particular layouts is these ones have dispersed daily pages, and the daily pages are all in the back on this Sterling Ink. So the daily pages all here chunked up in the back. They are numbered, but they are all in the back. And then your monthly pages are all in the front. And then you move into your weekly pages. And this is Japanese practice in here. I'll flip to one that's not done anything on. So here's the page for this one. This one's going to be the most different from these 2. So here we're looking at a vertical layout. These 2 have horizontal spreads, and they're just done in a little bit different way. So like I said, I've used both of these. I've moved into them a little bit. All right, so for this one, it's done a little bit differently. You're gonna have your whole entire month together in this one. So you get your monthly, and remember, this one goes monthly, weekly, then daily. This one has all of them all together each month. So you get your monthly, you get a 2-page spread for like your goal setting or notes, whatever you need for the month. Then you move into your weekly page, which is a 1-page. You get a little box for each day, a weekly dashboard page, and then you get a dated daily page, which this one's one of my favorite ones because it has a date on the page, which is great. These daily pages are undated, and these daily pages are undated. This one happens to have the date, which is fun. So it goes your monthly calendar, the note page, this week page, and then the daily pages in between. And then you move into your next weekly, into the daily, and so on and so forth in this main bulk of this planner. The Papertess is a little bit different. It still has the things all chunked as a month. So you get your monthly page, and then you get your same kind of like your month 2-page dashboard for note taking, goals, that kind of thing. Anything you need for the whole month, you can have on these 2 lined pages. Then you move into your weekly page, and again, it's on the 1 page, more horizontal style. And then you have a daily page on the next side, but these ones are undated. So you just get 7 of these blank pages. They're not dated. There's room for you to put a date if you want to. But you can use these for notes or meetings or whatever you have, and then you move into your next week. So these ones are undated, but you do get enough for 1 for every day of the month. You do get 1 for every day of the month. So as far as the weeklies, they are just slightly different. I mean, obviously it's different weeks that we're looking at here, but the weeklies are a little bit different. This one has a longer box, and both of them, the boxes themselves do not have grids on them, you can see. But because of this paper and the way it works, you can see the grids behind it, and the grids line up with the grids to the side. So the lines line up for these grid boxes. So you can still see the grids. Same with this one. These lines line up with the grids. So you can still use the grids on the back if you want to. This one's much smaller. So I would find if you're using this as like your only planner, this would have to be for like appointments or important things of the day, and then you could do your like checklist on the side. You can make this a whole horizontal bar by drawing those lines out a little further if you want your tasks for the day, or you can just make a weekly to-do list type of thing on the side of these. I think these are really nicely thought out planners. I love the way that you can do like a weekly task list and your daily stuff is just separated on the page. I really, really like that. Neither one of these have hourly stuff on the actual monthly page because they're horizontal. This one's done in a completely different weekly spread. This one's a 2-page weekly spread. You do still have room to make like a weekly to-do list down the sidebar if you want, but this is an hourly layout. Now, this year, the hourly looks different. I'm gonna pull out my current one. And again, I'm using the A5 size in Sterling Ink because I love the A5. And I got a full year to use. So this is my sticker sneeze for this year. And this is that PU leather planner cover, which is really nice. But this layout is different. It's a little bit darker for the hourly, and it's on the line versus here you have a line and then the number. This one is the line is the number line. You can see the numbers are on there. So this is what the planner will look like, even though it's in B6 size, it'll look like this one. So that one's totally a different layout than these two. You have the hourly schedule here. It's a vertical. I just wanted to show you guys the updated layout, but it's very, very similar to what you're seeing here on the B6 size. Very skinny columns for these. And yeah, it's really, I guess, depends on how you want your layout. This one, I feel like of all of the comparison videos and various size planners, this one has the most variation, I feel like, in these three layouts. So if you just need a teeny tiny blurb, this one might be good. If you need a full-on column for each day, this one might be good. But if you want your daily pages right next to your weekly pages, the Aura Estelle and the Papertess are really awesome options. And I happen to really like the Aura Estelle option because it gives you the dated page, and it also has the hourly on that dated page, whereas the other ones, the dailies are completely blank on the other ones. Whereas this one gives you that little hourly line. So you could totally use this as an hourly schedule. I could see this one being a great one for a work day. If you're a working individual, it'd be a great one for a work day. Yeah, they're all just a little bit slightly different. They all have various similar pages in the front. You get some sort of indexing type page, your yearly page, title page, there's your yearly page. It's just done a little bit different. The Sterling ink also has a yearly page. Of course, it would say 2024, but this is last year's version. And then there's the index page for that one. Let's see, this one moves right into your habit tracker, and they all have the same habit tracker system. And I've got post-it notes everywhere, but it's a very similar page for everything. This one happens to give you your goal stuff right next to your habit tracker in a quarterly fashion. This one is 6 months all together here. And this one's got 6 months. And then this one gives you the 6 months, and then 6 months, and then just a 2-page spread there. And then you move all into your monthlies and all of them. So they all have that little habit tracker in the front. And yeah, they're all three really good options. So I hope you guys liked a look at these, just quick down and dirty comparison for these. If you're interested in a B6 planner, these are three great options that I wanted to showcase. And I do have walkthroughs of all of these planners. I'll link to them down below for you guys. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow me along, and I will have a week's comparison coming up very soon. That's the other planner size I want to get compared for you guys, because I find there's a lot of cool weeks style planners now. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great day, and I will catch you next time. Bye.